Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my home in Livingston, Montana. Okay, before I get started here, let me have a little drink of coffee here to lubricate the vocal cords. Admittedly, I'm a coffee freak. I really am, man. I think I would die without coffee. Anyway. Okay, getting started today. Today is Friday, May 15th of 2020. May 15th of 2020, Friday. Yesterday I shot two videos concerning a Kel-Tec KS7 12 gauge tactical shotgun. And I'm doing this video right here. I'm going to try to get through this as quick as I can to clear up a few things. One of the problems I ran into is the wind was blowing out there yesterday, and I had a friend of mine that was shooting the shotgun. This young friend of mine, his name is Sam. You guys, if you go back on my last two videos, you'll see him. And he's really good with shotguns. He's really good with firearms, etc., etc. But you couldn't hear him because of the doggone wind. Because I had an omnidirectional, one-directional Rode mic with a wind muff on it, and it was Sam's. I wanted Sam to shoot that Kel-Tec, that KS7 12 gauge shotgun, so I could get his opinion. Well, I'm going to give you his opinion right now, just through myself, if you will. So, because Sam's not here, so I'll try to decipher what you guys couldn't hear. Okay. Now these are things that Sam and I have discussed, and we agree on a lot of this stuff. Okay, this is a KS7 Kel-Tec 12 gauge tactical shotgun. And I know doggone well I've flashed this before the camera several times. You guys probably know what these things look like. It's commonly referred to as a bullpup. Okay, right off the get-go, Sam and I have both agreed that this is not a beginner shotgun. If you don't know much about shotguns, don't buy this thing. Because this thing kicks like a mule, and there's a few, issues that you may not be able to overcome all that easy, okay? All right. One of the things, Sam, okay, this forearm right here that you pull back, that you eject the round out and eject a new round in, this area right here was hurting. I'm left-handed, by the way. Sam's right-handed. But this area right here was giving him some pain on one of his fingers. He thinks it's good if I get some kind of a strap underneath here or whatever have you. He essentially liked the way that this thing, the way it's shouldered up and everything and all that stuff. He did have a little bit of trouble with the sight channel right here, but he does like this fiber optic sight that it's got here, and I'm not changing this handle, by the way. And of course, since he'd never shot this before, he wasn't near as accurate with it as he wanted to be. But we proved what we set out and proved what we wanted to do. I wanted to see how far we could penetrate into a solid block of wood, etc., etc., and he shot it accurate enough to, accurate enough. Okay, but here is one of the biggest things that Sam found out that he did not particularly care for. Okay, when you shoot that, when you pull this trigger, when you shoot this forearm, this cocking and ejecting forearm has a tendency to want to slide back. You see that right there? Well, if it does that, the second after the split second after you fired around, you're in the beginning of what they call short stroking. You want this to remain all the way forward until you can do that. and do that. You see what I mean? You don't want none of this creeping right here, because that is called short stroking, and that's what will cause you ejection problems and every other thing. That's one thing that Sam said that he noticed about this, you know, that he didn't particularly care for, which, you know, I don't blame him. But he liked the shortness of the shotgun. He liked the way it shouldered up and everything like that. And he had advised me to leave this handle on here because he really liked this handle. This sight, you know, looking down this channel right here and looking at that optic sight was something that was a little bit different for him. And what else did he say? Oh, yeah, this cheek piece I put on here, I ordered the wrong cheek piece. This is actually for a Kel-Tec KSG, I think they call them, that double barrel job. And so this was a little thick for him, you know. But he said that he told me that the recoil was manageable, but I'll guarantee you that anybody that's thinking about buying one of these, and that's one of the reasons why I'm making this video, to save somebody some money, coming right out of the box, these things kick like a mule. And that is the reason why I've got this. This is called an M70 howitzer muzzle brake, and it's made by High-Tech Custom Concepts, okay? I had to put this muzzle brake on here to tame this thing down, and I also had to put this Pachmeyer slip-on recoil pad, because if you don't do that, you're going to get your dentures you're going to get your dentures rattled right out of your skull, because this particular piece right here is only 5.5 pounds unloaded, and yet it holds 8 2 3/4 inch rounds. And we've also come to the conclusion that we think we're pretty right on this, that this piece right here, it's ammo picky, okay? And we believe that probably lighter birdshot, maybe you could probably go down to maybe number 4 or number 3, you know, but 2 3/4 inch, we're pretty sure that 2 3/4 inch rounds is what you really want to be firing through here. And lighter stuff too, you know, stuff that's not real hot. You know, that's what we're thinking anyway. And in other words, what I'm trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is, and I believe this, and Sam believes in this particular piece right here, this KS7 is ammo picky. Okay, so keep that in mind before you shell out the big greenback. You know, this thing is very light. I bought it because of that factor right there. I didn't feel like packing a howitzer up the mountain. I know what few little issues I'm having with this. I'm going to work it out. There's no problem whatsoever. But the reason why I'm making this video is so I can bring this stuff to your attention, because like I say, the 2 videos I made yesterday, Sam, who I wanted you to hear the most of all, not me, I was just behind the camera, because of the wind and everything, you couldn't hear him. So I figured I'd do another video, and the only reason why I'm doing this is to give you an objective view in case you're thinking on buying one of these bullpup shotguns, because these bullpups are nothing like your standard traditional shotguns. Okay, now what else do I got to say about this? For the most part, I've already showed this thing off or told people what I've done. You know, I put this Pachmeyer slip-on recoil pad. I got a cheek piece. I've got grip tape here, and I've got grip tape here, but I'm going to have to, personally myself, I don't got any problems, you know, with this forearm here. You know, what I was having problems with is this thing rocking me, just really rocking me back, you know. So, you know, but other than that, you know, Sam, he pretty much liked this, but we both, like I say, this is not a beginner shotgun. You know, trust me, you know, if you're just first getting into shotguns and all, don't even think about getting something like this, because this is atypically what they call a tactical shotgun. And a lot of you people out there probably, I definitely know in the world of firearms, there's a lot of people out there that have no clue what tactical really is. I'm going to tell you what tactical really is versus tactical. Tactical is something that is simple and works correctly each time, all the time, every time. And tactical is when you hang every piece of junk on your firearm that you can get on there. Flashlights, laser lights, fancy red dots and this and that and every other doggone thing. A bunch of junk you don't need. In my humble opinion, tactical is a firearm that works every time, each time, all the time, and is simple. That's my definition of tactical. Okay. And the action on this, Sam, he said the action is very, very smooth on this. He liked that, and he told me, outside of his finger getting knocked around up here, on this forearm and everything, that, he come out of it basically unscathed. And I do invite you to watch my last two videos, and you'll catch right on to why I'm making this video here. Like I say, I'm just in this. I'm not in this. I don't do YouTube to make money. Nobody sponsors me or anything like that. But if you're thinking on buying one of these Kel-Tec KS7s, you really need to watch this video, and you probably need to watch my other videos. I put out several videos, I think about a half a dozen now on this piece, So there you are with all that, and this thing does hold, it holds 7 3-inch 12 gauge rounds, and it holds 8 2 3/4-inch rounds, and we're also believing that birdshot fires through this, probably a lot better than slugs and, rifled slugs. So there you are. I feel I got what I got on this, 12 and a half minutes. Way too long. Way too long. I'm burning daylight. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for visiting me at home here in Livingston, Montana. Take care of yourselves, and we shall see you on down the trail, and adios, my friends. Let me find the off button and see if I can get it pushed this time.